welcome back to the HermitCraft Vanilla server. Okay, in the last episode I was working on this thing, and it's not working so great. But thanks to some input that you guys have provided in the comments, then I won't be having any more problem with that. Oh, I do have a bucket. Okay. First, we'll pick up the lava. Alright, get all this stuff out of the way. Break that. I'm going to put a temporary block right there. And now let's take our dropper right there. Bust my way out of there. Okay, now I have a block here. Alright. A hopper into... Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Yeah. Let's put the dropper right there. This redstone torch should power it directly now. So I just go right here and I put another hopper going in, down into it. That one will feed into it. And now put the lava down. And I'm going to block that opening, at least for the time being, with glass. All right. And now I'm going to test it by going over here and dropping a stack of rotten flesh in there. Very good. It's all going into the lava. Perfect. Perfect disposal. And the credit for that goes to, let me see, I have a note here. Kareth, who suggested if I used an extra hopper, I could place the dropper directly next to the flashing redstone torch, then I wouldn't need any redstone at all. And that, and some of y'all's other comments made it possible to do this, which means that I no longer have a problem with rotten flesh piling up. As a matter of fact, there's another 21. Let's go ahead and drop those in there. And that part of the sorting system is taken care of. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. And so, I'm going to take some of these extra blocks out of here, since I don't need the redstone. And yes, I just picked up some rotten flesh. Go ahead and drop them in there. No, don't drop them in there. Take them over here and drop them in the system. Alright, that'll work. Okay, rotten flesh is now disposed of. Now, there was at least one or two comments that indicated, that said that in 1.8, rotten flesh was going to be useful as a trade item with villagers. This may or may not be, I don't know. However, I'm willing to wait until then to get it, to find out. And if it does prove to be a useful trade item, then I will work out some way of stacking up, say, a couple of double chests full of it, and then voiding the rest of it like this. Now over here I've added 3 more chests onto the end. They are not currently set to filter anything, but again, I have you guys to thank for it. There's at least 1 or 2 of y'all whose name I don't remember right now who pointed out that witches drop, among other things, glass bottles and potions of various descriptions and so on. And so I've got a few extra filter slots down there to take care of some of that. And what I should do now is come down here to the end. I need to get another chest. And I'm just going to drop a chest down here. And now above it, some hoppers. And these will take anything that the system doesn't filter. So anything that shows up here, I need to find a way to either dispose of it or filter it. And so that's pretty much about where we sit there. I'm going to drop this stuff in here. That needs to go in the filter. All right, now I'm going to head on up to the AFK spot, and I'm going to sit there for about an hour or so, and then I'm going to come back and see what kind of results I got. Let's see. Let's go ahead and clear this stuff out of here. The arrows, the gunpowder, the gold nuggets, the bones, the feathers. This one is for raw chicken. And what's that one for? Oh, glowstone, redstone sticks, and sugar, I believe. And then the 3 that are not set up for anything. All right. I'm going to grab a chest, throw all this stuff down into it, and then I'm going to head up to AFK land and kick back for an hour or two, catch a movie, and then come down and see what all I've caught in the system after an hour or two. All right, it's actually been somewhat longer than a couple of hours. I was distracted by a few things, and I didn't get back here for a while, but turns out there's a little over 3 stacks of gunpowder in here now. Almost 3 stacks of arrows, lots of gold nuggets, plenty of bone, a few feathers, and a bit of chicken, because I found a few chickens out here when I was working on something else and tossed them in there. Not much in the way of redstone or glowstone yet, but it's getting there, a little bit at a time. Some sticks, a few bits of sugar, and I've got a couple of new items on here. Glass bottles going to this one, spider eyes going here, and this last one, I've got it set up so the filler blocks are already in here. So the first non-filtered item, the first item that isn't got a filter set up for it, that gets this far, will end up automatically setting this filter for that. Any other non-filtered yet items will come down here and land in this chest. You are not welcome here. Get out. Where'd you go? Come on. Damn trespassers. I didn't give anybody permission to send Endermen around here. Good grief. Okay, now, with the the rotten flesh disposal thing, I've moved the lava block up one, put glass over the top of it, and so on, so there's no accidental getting involved with lava. Not bad. And I've been working on another project as well, which isn't going to show very much in the daytime. And basically, I've been out there torching the area up because, as anybody knows, you build a mob trap, you need to light up the area around it for 150 blocks in all directions. I've been working on putting torches down there, 5 blocks between them, arranged in a grid, and much of this area out there is already taken care of. A lot of this area over here and heading over to that where that area some is, at least in the range being close. However, there is a lot more area over here that needs to be done, and then that side, way the heck out that way and out that way. And lighting all of this up just on the surface is going to be probably a 2 or 3 week long operation. I can easily see it being that long to get all that lit up, because I'm going to have to cut an awful lot of trees to make room for the torches and to ensure that the light spreads the way I want it to, and so on. And there's another thing too. That racetrack, it's off that way. And out in the field over there, you can just see where the fence posts are. It's right about there where my crosshair is, out that way. And the racetrack comes by there. And it might be some kind of a nice idea to do something with that racetrack along here. I have no idea right now myself. One of the things that slowed down my making of HermitCraft videos is, believe it or not, as much potential as there is to do, of things to do and whatnot, I'm running into a really god-awful hideous problem. Perhaps you're aware of the term writer's block. Yeah. Something hideously and evilly, very evil like that, only with what I'm doing here. You know, it's just one of those things. But there is some things that I need to do. There's all this stuff. All this enchanted diamond gear. I spent a lot of time and quite a few diamonds putting all that together. And I think it's time we head back into New Hermiton and stop by the Needful Things shop and get this thing opened up for business. Even if we don't have an honest villager running it yet for us, we can get one of those as time goes on. But I think it's a good idea to take this investment in diamonds and get it up there on the sale so that we can actually start earning some diamonds back. You know, there's quite a bit of diamond invested in this. I'd like to get those back, plus a little bit of profit. So let's go ahead and do that, and I'll meet you back at the shop. Okay, here we are. And there's one thing to address right there, is these doors. As I saw when Slipgator came by here, I think it was, that one of the doors was broken off. And so I've gotten out some of these iron doors, which I managed to have entirely too many of. And let's see, I'm going to need pressure plates on those doors. That's going to be the easiest way to deal with that. Okay, but first, let's get some stock in here. Let's see. I was thinking about an idea where I could put the items for sale up in frames, but that fireplace kind of uses a lot of the room. By rights, what I should do is move it back about 6 or 8 blocks and expand the whole thing and make it larger, and then set up some kind of shelving in here where I could put the item frames up and the items for sale in the item frames on display. And perhaps I'll do that later on, but for right now, we're just going to go and put stuff in here. We'll just arrange swords like so. We've got a good pick here. We've got another sword. We've got 4 good swords here. We have boots. All with feather falling 4 on them. We have a good helmet here. Another good helmet. A chest plate protection 4, and leggings of protection 3. Perhaps I ought to put these up here, put those there, put these down here, sort of like in an arrangement that sort of makes sense. Yeah. Okay. It's not a whole lot of stock, but it's pretty good. And you know what I went and did? I forgot. I need to get myself a couple of signs, the pressure plates for down there, and a book or two, and maybe a hopper or two. So I'm going to get some stuff, and I'll be right back. All right, here we are. Okay, the first thing I have realized that pressure plates on the outside is just asking for mobs to come waltzing right on inside because they can hit the pressure plate. What we need is a pressure plate that mobs can't activate. Say, for example, if we made one out of obsidian. And yeah, I know, that's ripping off the idea from a mod, but it's a good idea, so I think it really should become part of the default game. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some buttons out here. And then I'll drop the pressure plates on the inside. And that will make departure easy with buttons on the outside to get in. Not a problem. Okay, now we've got our merchandise over here. And I should probably put up a sign. Let's see. How about if we arranged it so that we've got armor in this one, and then let's take this stuff and put tools and weapons in here. Yeah, I think that'll work. Alright, so let's get a few signs out here. Oops. Tools and weapons and armor. Okay. There we go. Very good. Alright, now that's arranged all nice and fancy. We've got to do something here. Oh, yeah, okay, move it over. There we go. Yeah, that'll do. Some decent swords, good pickaxe, with more materials, more things to come over time. But this is a good starting inventory. Okay, now, let's see. I think I'm going to dig a hole down here. We need the employees only section of this thing, so I'm going to come down here like this for that. And it's going to need some work, I know. But this is a start. Okay, that wasn't far enough. All right, break that out. Yeah, all right. And up here, we need a trapdoor. Oh, for crying out loud, I didn't want the sign. What the hell? I could have sworn I put a trapdoor there. Okay. And I'll get some ladders in here later to make this right. And later on I'll expand this out into a full-blown basement. But for right now, this will do. Alright, let's see. I've got my chests. I have a hopper. I have a book. Alright. Temporarily pull some more of this. Alright. Okay, we need the chest to be right there. Alright, on top of that, a hopper. On top of that, the payment chest. Let's put these floor blocks back for right now. Payments. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so payments go in there. Hopper takes them down below out of the way so nobody gets confused about what's already there. You know, all that kind of good stuff. And now I need a place to put this book. Payment information. I do have a few item frames. I'm not going to go putting my stuff, the inventory in item frames, at least not yet. Let's see. Okay, I guess I'm just going to set it up here on the wall. Right there on the glass. And here's the payment book. Welcome to Needful Things, your source for quality enchanted diamond gear. Simply place the payment in the chest provided. Thank you for your patronage. The price list is on the next page. All prices are expressed in diamonds. Helmets, chestplate, leggings, boots, sword, pickaxe, shovel, axe, and bows will be the first bits of things that are provided or offered in this shop. And let's see, we'll just throw that up there. And so there's our first bit of inventory. Needful Things is now open for business. How about that? All right. Now, we still need our villager shopkeeper, and I need to do some work on that basement. Get some ladders to get in and out of there a little bit better, and so on. All right. Have I mentioned how much I hate doors with buttons and stuff like that? Yeah, I really do. Okay, anyway. I forgot to take some time and rename the book in an anvil so that it would show up like that. And now it does. Okay, so the shop is officially open for business. We're all ready to go here. And we have unpleasant neighbors out there. Oh, what a neighborhood we've got. Oh, well, that's not a problem. I don't anticipate having any problems. We live right next to the courthouse over here, so that's got to be good. Anyway, I think that the next order of business is going to be to work out exactly what I'm going to do about something I've pretty much decided to do. I mentioned this in a comment on a video recently, and I got so many plus ones on it. I got over 50 plus ones, I think it was, on this. And the idea was to run for mayor. New Hermiton needs a mayor, so I'm going to have to run for mayor. Or maybe evil overlord. Who knows? Or maybe the one will turn into the other. In any event, I'm going to take some time and work on my campaign ideas and exactly how we're going to go about all of this. For example, I'm going to have to contract out some billboards, I think, would be a good idea. or maybe a sign campaign, or maybe a leaflet campaign going into every mailbox, or, you know, some kind of thing like that. We'll see. I'm sure you all will have plenty of helpful and useful suggestions for that. So, in the meantime, thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out of here.